Hi, this is the chapter 20, I Battle My Jerk Relative, chapter summary. So we left off in the underworld where Percy had the Master Bolt in a backpack, and who gave the backpack to Percy. And they used the pearls to escape the underworld. They are in Santa Monica. They are in the ocean, and Percy willed himself to be wet so that it wouldn't be weird that he was totally dry in the middle of the ocean. But waiting there for him is Ares. And Ares, not personally, stole the Helm of Darkness and the Master Bolt. And they're wondering, well, who did you use? And he's like, no, that's not important. So the idea seemed to amuse him. Doesn't matter. The point is, kid, you're impeding the war effort. See, you've got to die in the underworld. Then old Seaweed will be mad at Hades for killing you. Corpse Breath will have Zeus's Master Bolt, so Zeus will be mad at him. And Hades is still looking for his... And from his pocket, he took out a ski cap, the kind bank robbers wear, and placed it between the handlebars of his bike. Immediately, the cap transformed into an elaborate bronze war helmet. The Helm of Darkness, Grover gasped. Exactly, Ares said. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Hades will be mad at both Zeus and Poseidon because he doesn't know who took this. Pretty soon, we've got a nice little three-way slugfest going. So, the God of War is starting everything. And if you don't recall, Ares gave Percy the backpack in Denver. And when Percy was in the Lotus Casino, he threw it away. But when he was leaving the Lotus Casino, it was all of a sudden on his back. So everything seemed to be all planned out for Percy to go to the underworld and die in the underworld. And we remember that Percy was supposed to be wearing those winged shoes. So remember who gave him the winged shoes. And be dragged to Tartarus. That didn't happen, so it's a big wrinkle in their plan. So they're wondering, how in the world did you get the Helm of Darkness into the backpack? So anyways, Ares continued, I tinkered with the magic a bit, so the bolt would only return to the sheath once you reach the underworld. You get close to Hades, bingo, you got mail. If you died along the way, no loss, I still have the weapon. But why not just keep the Master Bolt for yourself? I said, why send it to Hades? Ares got a twitch in his jaw. For a moment, it was almost as if he were listening to another voice deep inside his head. Why didn't I? Yeah, with that kind of firepower, he held the trance for 1 second. 2 seconds. I exchanged nervous looks with Annabeth. Ares' face cleared. I didn't want the trouble. Better to have you caught red-handed holding the thing. You're lying, I said. Sending the bolt to the underworld wasn't your idea, was it? Of course it was. Smoke drifted up from his sunglasses as if they were about to catch fire. So somebody told him to do this. It seems almost like he's... not hypnotized, but under somebody else's control. So Percy's like needling and poking the bear, if you will, for Ares, and he's thinks that, you know, Ares, you didn't do this on your own. Somebody ordered you. But he said, I am the God of war. I take orders from no one. I don't have dreams. I hesitated. Who said anything about dreams? Ares looked agitated, but he tried to cover it with a smirk. So Percy remembers having these dreams with some voice, and he's hearing people talk, and this is like a classic, you gave away too much information, and like, I don't have dreams. And Percy catches that quick, and then Ares just trying to blow it off. So the whole time there, Percy and Ares, they're really getting on each other's nerves, and Percy wants to battle Ares. Now, that's a really, 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 really bad idea to battle a god, but Percy does it. So they have this big battle, and they've got a bet. So if Ares wins, he turns Percy into anything he wants, from like a little bug to some creepy thing. And if Percy wins, he gets the helm and the bolt. So they're fighting. The police arrive, and the police recognize Percy, and they're like, hey, that's that kid from TV. So the battle is continuing. Percy manages to wound Ares, and it says that ichor is dripping or leaking out, and that's the golden blood of the gods. After a back and forth a little bit, Ares has had enough. He's just like, that's it, I'm gone, and he's going to turn himself into a god. And Annabeth reminds Percy not to look as he transforms himself, and because there's a big glow in that, and you can't look directly at the gods. And Ares confessed to everything, like how he had the Helm of Darkness and how the Master Bolt and all that, and who was viewing this battle from a high were the Furies. And so they now believe that Percy did not take these things, and they are going to report back to Hades, and Percy gives them the Helm of Darkness to take it back to Hades. So we're at the end of this chapter, this big battle. We're finally seeing how everything is connecting the dots. He's got the Master Bolt now, and he has to get to New York, Empire State Building, in a matter of hours, because the summer solstice is coming very soon. So Percy decides, you know what, we're going to fly to New York. And at the start, he was supposed to not allow. He thought it was super dangerous to be flying because Zeus controls the air, and he would just probably take out the plane. But Percy's using his brains now and thinking, you know what, he's not going to do anything to the plane with the Master Bolt on it, so they'll be able to fly back to New York. And that's the end of chapter 20. And we're very close to the end.